Well, and welcome into the SorareAndrews show. I am Andrew Laird, and you can find me as Lairdino on Sorare, joined as always by Andy Black on Sorare, to talk about things we hate on Sorare. Andy, this was your idea, and I've spent the last few hours putting together my list, and I put 60 minutes of complaining on the thumbnail. I'm not sure it's enough time.
It's the hate show. Hey, tomorrow you can do the good show for Good Friday. Good show.
I'm going to be just not doing a show tomorrow. Anyway, thank you everybody for coming in. Bob Franklin, Toby, and Dream Oblivion on the podium. Congratulations to you three. Surface to air missile, just missing out on a podium, unlike Surface, actually. Nep, what's up? ZM Star, what do we hate? So rare. When do we hate it? So rare. Kai, what's up? Mikey Baston. Nep, what I hate about this show when watching it live, I can't watch in 1.5x speed and it takes longer. It does take longer. Mike Basson said, happy fecking Easter weekend. There we go. Limpy, what's up? Toby Alexander, Rascal Misaki. I hate the limited favoritism. Ooh. Carrie, what's up, lads? Glad to catch one live. Yeah, glad to see you in there. Simo, what's up? What's good? Nothing on this show. We are going to be throwing the hate today, Andy. Andy, why don't you lead us off? Because you came up with this topic.
I hate the 50% bonus on captains. I hate it. I thought I wouldn't hate it. I hate it. So that's an oldie too. That's not even a new one.
I'd like to separate the problem from the how do I phrase this correctly?
Just go for it.
Separate the actual problem from the person with the problem. How about that? Do you hate the 50% captain bonus because you are unable to effectively captain the right guy over and over and over again?
Not really. I hate it.
Sure. I get it right all the time. I still just hate it.
I swear. No. I hate it when I finally nail my captain and then I'm like, oh, that's how you win. Yeah, you just have to captain the guy that gets 100. Of course. That's how you win $12.
But like, actually, that is actually how you do it. This weird hair sticking up.
Yeah, you captain the guy that gets the 100 and then you win.
So why do we hate that? It makes the most sense. We want to score the most points, and one player gets a 50% bonus, and if you captain that player who scores the most points, you get more points. And that seems like a good thing.
Yeah, it used to just not be as impactful, right? It was like 20%, or was it 20 or 25%?
I can't even remember.
It was 20 or 25%. It doesn't really matter. It's not that big of a difference, but it's just so impactful now. Honestly, I feel like if my captain scores a 60, I'm like, all right, well, this lineup's dead.
I think that's
Isn't that right?
No.
Isn't that right? Come on. Yeah, it sort of is.
I mean, it just depends what else you have in your lineup. I've won plenty of times. I've won like.
Oh, listen to you.
I've won at least captains with a 60 captain. All right.
Sure.
So they never really said why they did it, like why they changed it, and I assume it's because it kind of increases the variance, and then it's like, hey, anyone can win as long as you captain the guy with 100. And from what I gather, the research and projections that they did in terms of what's the super rare unique MLS streak thing that's not a streak, it's a something. What is it called? I don't play it. But anyway,
beat the streak. Let's go streaking. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what that one's called. But it seemed like all of their projections were like, well, as long as everybody captains their 100, like this should be easy to get. And it turns out it's not. Golden goal. Thank you, ZM Star. If you gave me 1,000 guesses, I wasn't guessing golden goal. But it just doesn't happen that often. That's all.
Yeah. Mike with some BS in chat over there. On the flip side, 50% captain can save your ass and avoid relegation. No. Get out of here with that crap.
That feels like where's the ambition when you're like, at least I didn't get relegated? You should be pissed that you got.
Not only that, how about, Mike, if you captain the wrong player, now you're relegated? How about that?
That doesn't happen. Nobody gets relegated if 5 guys play, Andy. Nobody. In the history of Sorare.
Hey, you can still captain a guy with a 0.
But I'm saying, as long as you have 5 guys who play, you'll be fine.
Don't give Mike this one. Don't give him that. He doesn't get this.
I didn't like that. I didn't like it when they announced it, but I understood it. And I feel kind of the same way, especially with that we continue to see people complaining about the scores are too high. And it's like, yeah, one of your players scored 150. Like, that's why they're too high.
You know what? You were saying you don't know why they did it. I think I know why they did it.
No, I think I know. I think I know why. I just don't think that.
No, I think I know why.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. I think it was on accident. And I think they I think they left the cap 270 rules in the system, and then they were just like once they like put it into the system, they just had to act like they meant to do it.
Yeah, they dug their grave and they were going to sleep in it, or made their bed, and that's what it was.
Sure.
I won't rule that out. Yeah. But yeah, I think I don't care. Not that I don't care, but I've accepted it and I've moved on. And you clearly haven't accepted it either. Yeah.
No, I'm not.
What sparked that? Like, what lineup did you have that you?
I've got a lineup with Paradella in it right now where he ripped off a 100 and I captained him. And it's a horrible, horrible lineup. And I'm like, oh, it's winning $6 now. Oh, like I said, oh, that's how you win $20.
Apparently not.
Right.
Hold on. So you captained a guy with 100.
Yeah.
Everyone else was shit, and you blame the captain?
No, I'm not blaming the captain. I'm blaming the absurdity of it. It's like I feel like I'll have other like lineups that are quote unquote good where like guys are scoring 60, 70, whatever. And then I have this dumbass lineup where one guy pops off for 100 because he's playing against a bunch of idiots. And now look at me, I'm winning $20. Just seems dumb. Like the whole lineup you should want the whole lineup to be good.
How's this for dumb? I actually captained Paradella too.
Yeah.
And then forgot that I had Montez in there.
That's really dumb. But well, you had HG in the lineup. That's interesting.
He had I assume he had 3 big chances missed, including a penalty. I didn't know that until I just clicked on it. I also had a Paradella lineup that I did not captain him in. I captained Neymar.
Smart.
That one didn't work out. But at least I won't be captaining Neymar anytime soon now. I don't know. Black hates captains but hates winning. Yeah, I don't get it. I genuinely don't understand how you looked at what you did and the captain was the problem.
No, it's not the captain's not the problem. It's just it's I guess it's unveiling or it's reminding me my hatred for the 50% bonus on the captain. When he scores 100, don't get me wrong, I'm happy that I've got Paradella with 170 points. But it just kind of reminds me that, like, oh, look at this lineup with Juan Bernetta and his 91 points. I don't know. Like, that's what I'm talking about right there. A 53 on a captain, that lineup's dead. Like, nothing else matters.
We're winning $10
for now.
Yeah,
that ain't gonna last.
What's left?
I don't know.
Is there stuff left? No. See, you won $10.
Yeah. You know what? Make it 60%. Make it 70.
What if they just made it 100%? Just double
your score. I mean, at some point, at what point does it become the captain is the only thing that matters? Is it 200%?
Yeah, you sound as insufferable as these people on Twitter I almost fought with earlier today. Genuinely, there was like 3 or 4 completely unrelated things that I saw on Twitter today, and I was like, I'm going after that. And I'm like, what? Just leave these.
That said SO1. Yeah. Well, it's SO1 plus 4, but the one's the only one that matters.
Didn't Sorare Meg only do 3? They did SO3. They didn't have 1. Right?
They had a 3-1, yeah.
1 would be something, huh? If you had to go into a game week where you played SO1, who in your gallery would you choose? If everyone in your
Messi.
Yeah, you would. You didn't even let me to say if they were all in their perfect matchup because it's just Messi.
Yeah, he's just it's too easy of a pick. He's just, if I look at any of my players who is most capable of scoring a 100, it's Messi.
Yeah. Makes sense. I think he was my answer too.
Honestly, I don't. Is there a better one? About like a better answer on the platform?
Probably not. Like when Biscagli had that absurd run. Was that last season or the beginning of this season?
It was the seat.
Both.
Yeah, but he wasn't banging 100s though. He was getting like lots in the 80s and 90s. But I don't think he was scoring 100s. Maybe 1 or 2 or something.
If only there was a way to find out.
That's right.
Yeah, good call. Do you even play Sorare?
You know, it's been so long. Yeah, he was definitely pegging. He was pegging that 100, wasn't he?
7, 8 100s in about 12 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, good call. Good call.
Yeah. I won't talk anymore because you're right. I couldn't have been more wrong there.
Yeah. I will ask you though, the continuing. Like, did you have anything else that you hate about Sorare? Like genuinely?
Oh yeah.
What is it? Because I honestly, the more I thought of it, I was like, I don't think there's anything I actually like hate about it. I hate, having a good lineup and you're like, oh, the great reward, and you get someone that never played, and like, yeah, that sucks. But
yeah, the reward pools, yeah, you can just kind of lump those all in on a hate list somewhere.
Yeah,
I do hate end season and classic. I understand it from a business perspective, but I hate it. I hate it.
Do you hate like winning cash? And that sounds like
that's the most retarded question I've ever heard. Do you hate winning the lottery, Andy? Do you hate being a millionaire? Do you hate wonderful things? Do you hate eating cake?
The question was more, did you like it more when we won cards that were apparently worth a lot of money? Or did you prefer to win the cash back then? Like, I feel like everyone compares that like, oh, I could have won a $25,000 Mbappe. And it's like, well, was that better than winning? I mean, not $25,000 directly, but like the fact that the desired prizes now are cash instead of cards. Is that what you hate?
If the cards were liquid, then the cards were just fine. And they were.
Yeah. That's fair.
But I hate building lineups now and having to like make lineup decisions based on whether I have a classic or in-season version of a specific card. And I don't know. here's what frustrates me the most. Like when I'm building like a Liga MX lineup, and I have like a really good classic forward and a really good classic defender, and I want to play them together, and I can't. And it's like, oh, we'll just buy the in-season POV. Well,
You can play them together, just not an in-season.
Right. I don't know. Just I think lots of people have those like annoyances and frustration, and maybe the answer there is energy. Maybe we'll see. Yeah.
You think everybody in Sorare is just sitting watching that? They're like, nope. That's why we're not doing it.
The whole like the game is broken into like two different like I don't know, universes basically. There's like the classic universe and and then like the end season one is just kind of strange, but
I guess I don't look at it any differently as the difference between champion and challenger, just like different contests to play with different entry rules.
Yeah, but they're like complete mirrors of what already exists. You have two limited challengers, two champion challengers, limited.
The only reason why I hesitate on that is because of how much I play Contender, and like Contender Classic is way different than Contender in season. But I get it. Toby said energy, but the one rule is you can't energize Brunetta and POV just to annoy you.
It's funny because it won't even help because like Brunetta sucks. POV's good. Brunetta sucks.
The only reason I play Brunetta is because there are no good Contender forwards.
Paulinho, but he only scores when I don't need him to score, and when I need him to score, he just has big chances missed.
Like when you captain him.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Do you actually hate? I guess I just view hate as a very strong word.
Yeah, hate for sure. Hate.
That's fine. That's fine.
Well, I feel a little bit better about hating inanimate objects or like thoughts as opposed to like people. Like I'm not going to put Nicholas on this list.
Yeah,
I thought about it, but I'm just kidding.
Dan, who came up with in-season classes? Do you hate them?
Well,
just their idea.
Played the fifth, yeah.
That's fair. Did you consider it all just playing Classic?
No.
Why not?
I just didn't. You know what else I hate? You know what else I hate, Laird? Essence.
So I'm kind of with you.
Hey, we did a whole show on how dumb Essence was, like the idea of Essence, and you got kind of flamed over that. People were not happy with you making fun of the idea of Essence.
So I don't mind the concept of like partial cards. Although the more that we deal with that, I'm moving away from that. I think I actually do dislike it. I think how long have we had Essence? About a year now? I still think it's I still think it's dumb. And it doesn't matter what I think. But I just feel like they didn't if they were going to mystify this concept of card shards that they literally call them in the API or the progress bar, and people are like, you can't just call it a progress bar. That's boring. We're going to use Essence. And I don't feel like they actually took that next step to make it fun. It's just like, oh, here are these capsules. And even I think I showed you guys, I think it was in some Discord now. Let me see if they changed it. But like even the they got rid. Oh, they got it back. Oh, I take it back. I take everything back. The other day they had they got rid of this like bar filler, and it was just this was only highlighted, this middle thing. All right, so they brought it back. Thank you. But I just don't feel like there's anything like mystical about this, even though we have these like capsules with strange liquids in them that somehow turn into a football card or any sport. I don't know. It's almost like they did it to start gamifying it and then they never actually followed through on the gaming part of it. Like, what are we doing here? I don't know.
Yeah, I the whole factory thing, the factories in essence like don't make any sense together, and with the boxes, and now the boxes are like kind of still here but not here anymore, and
Man, do you like boxes?
I like opening a box. Sure, you put a box on my desk. I really enjoy opening that.
I think it was such a great idea, and I feel like we all had so much fun with it. And they were like, we're done with boxes.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. And mostly like when I win boxes now, it's like midweeks, and I was like, oh, boxes. And it's like, you know what I absolutely hate, by the way? The one thing I thought of.
I love that this is just turning into a complete like roast. Like just have at it, Laird.
In fairness, literally the title of the stream is that. The thing that I've actually grown to like hate is winning one limited essence.
Oh,
I don't know if baseball does it better, where it's just like they just have the numbers are just so much higher. So it's like, hey, you won 59 essence, and I'm like, sweet. And it's like you need 1,000 to get a tier 5, and I'm like, whatever. I won one essence. Still, I still don't even know what that means. Like I would almost them. I wish they. I wish when you opened the box and the like canister pops up, it bothers me that you see the same thing whether you win 1 essence or 50 essence. Like I want to see a canister with 1 drop of essence in it and be like, this is what you won. Holty said, I'd rather be punched in the face than have 1 limited essence.
Yeah. Agreed.
I don't. Yeah. Toby said boxes could be the best part of Sorare. People love opening stuff with somewhat unknown content. That's all it is. I don't know. I feel like they took the most fun part of the game and they were just like, we're just not going to do this anymore. And I can't imagine it came from feedback from the community that was like, hey, I'm having too much fun with these boxes. You should probably get rid of them.
Yeah. And I mean, like, weren't some people doing content where they were just like opening bulk numbers of boxes?
Probably.
Yeah. Because like you could win cards in them and stuff. It was like they had different things. And I get, yeah, there's restraints on different things, whatever. Just if you need to lower percentages, but boxes were fun.
And they were like easily shareable, like from somebody who like thinks about content like that. It's easy to be like, oh my gosh, look at, and there's just that biggest part was that they were just gone. So we said the only feedback they got on boxes was that we wanted more stuff inside of them.
Right. Yeah, like energy.
It's probably Sean's fault because he kept complaining about winning them.
You know, Sean would have been a good guest for this show. Just be like, hey, Sean, what do you want to complain about today, buddy?
I actually don't. So Sean's complaint is this, like, I think he actually only has one complaint about Sorare.
What's that?
That things just aren't worth, the stakes are too low. Everything that
I love it when I hear that
has a complaint with comes back to that.
I love it when I hear that because you know what? You can always go play in-season unique. In-season unique champion. Go do that. If the stakes are so low for you, go play in-season unique champion.
I'm not going to disagree with you.
Oh, you know what? I know a lot of people are worried and afraid of a certain guy out there. His name starts with a P. You know,
And it's not
I get
followed
it.
by SU fans too.
I get it. He's the absolute GOAT, right? And people don't want to compete against him.
How much do you think first place in champion in season pays unique? Like this game week,
This game week,
like this weekend, yeah.
this weekend. I don't know, $3,000.
So if you think the stakes are too low, Andy, $7,000 for first place.
Good Lord.
Behab said unique prize pool only rewards 2 managers. So there are 4 prizes in Champ Unique, 4 cash prizes, which probably is only 2 managers because it's Pranksy with 3 and one other person.
Yeah. Well, that has nothing to do with stakes. That's
True.
That's just us hating on prize pools, and I get that. I get hating on prize pools.
So first place $7,000, second place $3,000, third place $1,500, fourth place $700, fifth place
1 essence,
4 essence. 4. Now, granted, it's a quarter.
4 is such a weird number too. Why 4?
Well, it's a quarter of a card. Yeah, 5th through 30th% is 4 essence, and then 30% to 50% is 500 XP. Not bad. $7,000. Pranksy filled the podium last weekend, right? I have no idea. Did he?
What's that mean? First, second, and third?
Right. Can we actually check that? Let's see. That was in Champ. View leaderboards. Here we go. Unique. Oh, it's done by. Here we go. Unique Champ. No, he didn't. I don't see him anywhere. Look at all these people winning. Look at Pavel on the podium. What the hell is a share endower? What is this? Fiorentina. This is what you get for a podium in Unique, huh? Oof. That was second place? Jeez.
He might turn out good someday.
How about this guy? Oh, he's not bad. Tim Searsleben. I don't know.
I almost kind of agree with Dream Oblivion. It's like I don't have this take, and I don't think this, but they care so little about super rare and unique that it's like, why even have it? You guys, they clearly don't put like the thought and the care into it that they put into the other scarcities.
I don't think they should be treated the same, like super rare and unique. I think super rare is accessible to like way more people than unique is. And to say that they don't care about unique when, like, how many managers even play unique competitions?
It used to be a lot more. Then Pranksy came along and spanked everyone.
But I mean, we just saw that. Like, he wasn't even in the top in Champ.
For 1 game week?
Yeah. This, can I see the full leaderboard? Heaven forbid. I don't know. He finished first and second in Prem.
You know, it's funny because I've heard the feedback, or maybe not the feedback, but the theory that Sorare would have been better off. Not if they got rid of super rare and unique, but if they got rid of limited. If they never had limited to begin with.
I love those takes. Genuinely, I love them.
Well, they're fun takes, but I think that the bigger problem was that limited came when other things happened. Like we added all of the second divisions and
I think
lots
that
of other.
was that the year later?
It might have been the year later, but
we lumped them
it
together.
still it was there. It was there, like limited was there and ready for all of those cards to be minted, and I don't know. Like if you were just starting now with a platform that just had like the top 5 leagues, and I've heard you kind of have this take before, and you didn't have all the other dross, it would be fine, great. I don't know.
It'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we just have to spend a lot of time on nonsense leagues, and don't be offended when I call them nonsense leagues, because I know that the leagues I play, Liga MX and other contender stuff, I know it's nonsense too, but I feel like they probably waste a lot of time and effort on some of that stuff.
Yeah, I think like I don't necessarily think they're like locked into contender and challenger from now on, but I don't see any reason to stop. Like there are plenty of people around the world that really like it, but I totally understand if everything that they did marketing wise was geared towards champion or, and the leagues that are involved in that, because you're just, I feel like this same people who argue that Sorare is this like perfectly niche product and used to be a great luxury item and all of this are also the ones who are like, I can't believe it's not going mainstream. And it's like, you can't have both.
Right.
And I think most people would argue that you would prefer it to go mainstream. That's all.
Yeah.
But the game I think the game that they would create if they started today exists within the platform already. Like we have champion. Maybe they also would rather have like a Syria league like competition and a Ligue 1, and they don't, but like of the 5 big leagues, those are probably the 2 you care least about. If Sorare was built out of London or anywhere else other than France, I don't think anybody cares about Ligue 1, to be honest. But not that they don't care, but it's going to be behind the Prem, Bundesliga, and La Liga.
Yeah.
And so I think they have within their game, they have the game that they would build today.
Sure. Victor hates the UI overhauls. I will say the last 1.5 to 2 UI updates they've done have been dramatically better than the previous 10 to 15 UI updates they've done. Every other time they've done UI updates, I've always been like pulling my hair out, like, my God, what have they done? But the last 2 I've looked at and we're like, oh, okay, this actually seems a little more usable, except for there was and it might have improved, but there was a time yesterday when I would click the play button, it would take like literally like 2 minutes to load all my teams. It was driving me nuts.
Yeah, I could see that. One of the things I remember Tolga saying when I had him on with Guy was at the beginning of the season, and I think it's something that we all take for granted, is the lobby basically has to be built for people with 1 lineup and 100 lineups, and that's just not an easy task.
I get it, but
and
also
more
I don't care.
Yeah.
Nothing in this world is easy. On my other screen right now, I have a work conversation going on about something very complicated, whatever. Life is hard, guys. Figure it out.
Well, I think they were trying to figure it out.
Well, a few iterations, I guess, but I think we're getting there. There.
I just pulled up the lobby or the homepage on my other screen here, and I just see right on track, and I'm winning $8 and 11 essence, and I'm like 3 boxes. I'm like, sweet.
Hell yeah. I like Ryan's comment that Pranksy must have picked the wrong captain last week.
Pranksy finished first and second in Prem Unique and second in Prem Super Rare for $12,500. It would be good to build 3 lineups in the same window at the same time. That's a fun idea. But yeah, I think the latest UI update is the best they've had in a while. I think they're doing well on that. Right on track. 5 Essence, the definition of depression.
Any boxes in there, Laird? You got
3 of them.
anywhere?
3 boxes.
Okay, well, that could be 3 more essences.
3 more Essence. Hell yeah.
Is it? Yeah. I think it's essences.
No chance.
Yeah, it is. It's 3 essences.
Essence-I?
No, that's definitely not right.
No. Oh, look at me winning a super rare box as of now. Anyway. Andy, what do you think? Hold on. I forget what they were called. Power grades? Is that what they are? Power?
Oh,
what are they called?
Know. We'll call them power grades. Yeah.
Was there? Oh, yeah, here it is. Game week. Andy, what do you think about Sorare power grades?
Is there a AAA in there?
I don't think so.
Just regular A's.
I think it's A, B, C. There's an F. There's a D.
Is there an E?
I don't think so. I don't know though. So we're making Sorare data more and more obsolete by the day. So I've seen this said a few times, which I think is really funny because literally in the description here, they were developed in collaboration with Sorare, but whatever.
So I assume they're just literally pulling over whatever pick score that you have for a player, and it's just showing that in the UI.
I don't know what they're doing.
You know, another thing, I am going to go ahead and hate power grade since we're hating today.
Wow.
Yeah, I like pick scores. I hate power grades. And one of the reasons is if you go into the lineup builder, I've not seen this myself, but I hear you cannot sort.
Oh, yeah.
By power grade.
Not yet. Surely they have to fix that. But yes, I can confirm that. That Jimmy Maurer's injured ass with a 61 L15 is still at the top, and I can't filter that. Or sort.
He's a D.
He's a D. I don't know why, though. Toby said it's literally pick scores, but A through F instead of AAA through E. Okay. And also no explanation of why they're that. Like, I don't know how many people care about that, but like I look at that of like why a player has a certain pick score. But maybe people don't care. It's the same reason that on Sorare Inside, I read the comments instead of just relying on the 80% to start. Was Luis Barraza really starting? What happened to... I don't even know what his name is.
Is it Cornell? Where's he at, DC or...
DC.
Who the hell did they even have there?
They have the kid from Korea.
Oh.
Let me see. Let's see what Deke says. Oh, DC United lineup's not on Sorare Inside. I don't think. Hold on. DC United. Oh, here it is. I take it back. Did he just get benched? Barraza to start for the next few games to get Kim's mentally stable and fully ready after a tough start and big move to the U.S. Barraza season. Let's go.
I've got one. I think I might have to sell it for $6.
How much do you think the last classic Barraza went for?
4.
Rare?
Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
Dude, I won some in-season cards. Not great ones, but... Oh, hoo-hoo. Daddy's getting a Happy Meal.
We are flying. I mean, surely yours is level 20. I know mine is.
No, I bought one last season when Freeze didn't get hurt.
Look at that. 37,000 XP on mine.
That's a lot of XPs.
Wonder how many rewards. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Jefferson Savarino and Luis Diaz. Look at that. 35th in All-Star D3 and 19th. Anyway. So you gonna sell yours?
Probably not.
Yeah.
It's like $11. Ain't gonna do much for me. So, like, I guess I could buy a baseball card or something with it. Doesn't buy me anything in season, so maybe I'll just use them.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can get a cheap version of the goalie for the worst team in the league. Apologies to Peter Stoyanov.
Yeah. Wait, no, you're calling DC the worst team in the league?
I did. But they might not be. I don't know. I don't.
I was feeling like Kansas City might be worse, but
I feel like they just won, didn't they?
Or St. Louis at this point.
Yeah,
St. Louis is bad.
Simon said, I hate that I can't add a comment telling people to fuck off when rejecting lowball offers.
You block them. Is what you do. You block them. I get it. It doesn't seem like good business to block people, but to me, those people that send me ludicrous offers, I'm probably never going to make a deal with ever anyways. So fuck off.
This is how I feel. I don't get off. Oh, that's not true.
When I list stuff, I get offers, but they're usually not great.
Let's see. The last offer I got was a baseball offer. And then some guy tried to keep getting my Mathis Emogu card. I don't know why. And then I got an offer for 28 cents for my Zuhair Fidal super rare. He's retired, I think.
Laird, can I show you my last offer?
Of course.
Okay. Let me share this on screen. Because I think there's a small percentage of people that will appreciate this. Very small.
Wow. Oh.
So technically it wasn't the last. I did have another one that came in, but the Football's Retirement Home has sent me a 28 cent offer for Daniel Royer.
So I got an offer for, the same guy, same amount. Meaning same. I got an offer from Footballers Retirement Home, for 28 cents. How about this, though, by the way? Hold on. I also have a Daniel Royer super rare.
Dude, there was a time when lots of people thought Daniel Royer was going to do well.
There was a time I thought he was worth $185. And look, Surface won it, loaned it, got it back. God knows where he sent it after that.
Yeah.
3 years ago. And people wonder why they introduced limited cards.
Yeah.
I got an offer from my Braza in season 20 minutes ago. See?
Daniel said if only more people had Discord listed so I can ask them, why did you send that offer? One of the most annoying things is like when you have a card listed and someone messages you like, what is your best price for?
Do people still do that?
Yeah.
Like, what's your best price?
Yeah. And then I ask them, that's what I do now is I just ask them what their highest price is.
I like that.
kind of breaks their brain a little bit, and then we don't make a deal. Nobody wins. Nobody wins. Yeah.
What's the most you would pay for this card?
Yeah. I feel like that's what a car salesman should do. You know, when someone walks onto the lot, they should lead with that. What's the most you would pay to get into this vehicle?
Yeah. Let's make that happen today. I just noticed that, I don't know if this has been around a while, but I hadn't noticed this. Diego Luna is on the MLS thing with his neck tattoo like prominently displayed. Do you think this is his celebration card that we'll get in a few months?
I don't know, but remember, we were trying to figure out whether that was hate and love or hate.
And the answer was yes.
Or it's just hate and hate.
No, I think it's hate and love. Mike, I think it was Mike Baston.
But what's perfect is he belongs on the show today, the hate show.
I guess so. We should have put him right on the cover. I blew it.
I didn't know that. If you bought a card with market credits, you can't resell them for X number of hours.
I didn't know that. Somebody mentioned actually about, so there was an email that went out to people who've been playing MLB Common and haven't bought a card yet that included $80 in credits. And it's like these are people who've spent $0 for the first month of the baseball season. And they're like, here's $80. Go nuts. Oh, apparently it depends where the market credit comes from. Don't they just all come from Sorare?
What else do we hate, Laird? There's got to be more. Carlos, I hate going to a game and watching Carlos Gil score a PK. I hated that. I hated watching Atlanta have no clue on how to mark him. Like, I think they only fouled him once. You got to foul that boy 4, 5, 6 times. You got to break his soul. I didn't do it.
Don't they all try that though? And then they don't do it?
Well, what does Gil have 1 goal this season? So if they're all doing it, then it seems to be working.
That's fair.
Gotta get in that small man's head.
Daniel said, I hate that we can't set my daily missions ahead of time. Would like them to be set for the whole weekend right now. That kills the whole purpose of the daily mission, which is to get you back on the site every day.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the mission is right now.
I do like the daily missions, so we shouldn't talk about them.
Oh, okay. Yorkie Will said, I hate listening to Andy call them PKs.
It's a PK. It's a PK all day. Every day of the week, it's a PK.
Simon said, I hate accidentally standing on a wet bath mat right after putting fresh socks on. I could see that. I'm not usually putting socks on in the bathroom, though.
Wet socks are a gross thing. I remember as a kid just running around the yard in socks, and then you'd have these muddy, wet socks.
Why would you do that?
And yes, I called it a yard, not a garden. But yeah, I would just run around the yard.
You're going to translate.
Just run around the yard out there with my socks on. Be jumping fences.
Why wouldn't you either just take your shoes, put your shoes on, or take your socks off?
Because I had socks on.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that. The Yarden.
Yarden. All right. Oh, Midtjylland won today. How about that?
Did they play a real game?
They did.
Laird, I'm going to have one of the most unpopular. We might even have to call this one a hate crime. But I hate the flower cards. I hate them.
So I think you're just like, I think you saw so many people love them and you're just like, I'm just going to be that guy. Because I don't know how anybody could not love them.
Well, they're just very feminine looking. I don't know. As like someone that's collected cards, I've not seen any cards that look like that.
Yeah, that's
Which,
the great part of it.
yeah, they're so unique. I mean, just the whole flower vibe is a little strange to me. I like the little tiger one is kind of cool, but this flower thing is not for me. I don't know. How do you look at the one guy in the middle with the red or the orange and blue shirt and be like, wow, this is a really pretty card? I don't know.
That's all you do. You say, "Oh, that's a really pretty card," and that's it.
What's pretty about it? The flowers?
Yeah.
Are you a big flower guy? Are those orchids? Like, what do
No,
we love
they're
here? Cherry
uh,
blossoms.
I assume they're cherry blossoms. Yes, but
Yeah, but you know what? If we had a bird card, I would be a little bit more on board with that. Had little birds flying around all over the place instead of these flowers, but just never been a flower guy.
I mean, if you're not a flower guy, then I could see them not,
On
like I even
Father's
like
Day,
the little like rainbow shape behind them. I think they're beautiful. How about that?
beautiful.
I think they're
Wow.
beautiful. I love the colors, the yellow, this light blue and the pink. I'm all in. And by all in, I meant I'm not going to spend a penny on these cards, but I really like the look of them.
You love them so much, you're not going to spend a dime.
Not a single penny.
Yeah.
But you like these more.
Yeah, the little tiger cards. Those are cute.
Yeah. You like the little like
they got that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like these ones. They're a little more feisty.
Daniel said he thought you were a nature guy.
Well, I'm a nature guy, but I'm not a flower guy. I'm a bird guy.
That's fair.
And I think there's only one bird that really likes flowers, right? The what do you call them? The
hummingbird?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
They like the flowers.
I think your opinion on these cards, the flower cards, is one of the worst takes I've ever heard in my entire life.
You can think that, but like in another year's time, after the hype of these dies down, you're going to look at one of these flower cards and you're going to be like, "What was I thinking?"
No,
these are ridiculous.
No, totally disagree. I'm almost just bummed that these flowers are not popular enough everywhere else that we just couldn't have all of the cards look like this.
Oh, you want flowers on all the cards?
Every card, yeah.
That really frustrates me.
Do you think this is the way that we get our wives to play Sorare?
No. This is how you get your wife to play Sorare for a week and then throw the thing in the trash can, because that's what they do with flowers. You give them flowers. They're like, "Ooh, these are so nice," and they smell them, and then they put them in a vase, and then they're in the trash can in a few days later. Just same place where these cards belong.
The great thing about NFTs, Andy, they're not going anywhere anytime soon. They are here to stay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, I think you just have absolutely no taste whatsoever, and that's why you don't like them.
That's fair. That's fair, Laird. If MLS were to do an equivalent flower card, what would their version? I'm not saying that they're flowers. What would theirs be like? Would it be like tires or like airplanes, or like what are we known for?
AK-47s.
Eagles?
Sure.
Guns would be cool. Nico, make it happen.
There you go.
Guns.
MLS cards would be guns and freedom.
Yeah. The don't tread on me snake. An eagle, the don't tread on me snake, and an AK-47.
I forget who it was. Was it yesterday's stream? Maybe Tuesday. I didn't do Sorare yesterday. Called them like expecting stars and stripes MLS cards, and I was like, shit, that just sounds fucking awesome. Like I would definitely buy those cards. But yeah, I'm not a gun guy though. Like the guns on them, I'm out.
Wait. If there's a gun on it, you won't buy it.
Correct.
Are you anti-gun?
I am more anti-gun than I am pro-gun.
Okay.
Yeah.
You think guns do more harm than they do good?
Like, I think guns and people kill people, not just or whatever the stupid phrase is. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. People with guns kill people. And I'm just.
Yeah. Well, I've always had the take that those cherry blossoms kill people. So
No, they're just allergies. That's all it is. It's not. There's no death.
Weed. Yeah.
ZM Star said John Morant would be bigger on the platform than Pranksy if we got gun MLS cards.
Yeah.
No, no thanks. But I do think it's like, I like that they're doing it, like these cool designs and stuff like that. I think some of the old special edition cards I think are hideous, but there are some that were really cool, and I think these are cool.
You know, the two special editions that I hate most were for the J and K League. I think that stupid Sunrise edition.
Oh, you are such a
god awful. They were so bad.
You're just trolling it. Like, I know.
No, I'm not. They were bad.
No,
I've said
I know
it
you're trolling
times.
because no one ever thinks.
I have said on this show like 10 times that I hate the Sunrise edition. They're bad. Like, it almost looks like one of those like magic eyes or something. It's trying to get you to stare at it, and it's like playing with your mind. The colors don't make sense, just like the colors on those flower cards don't make sense.
I was trying to find. I thought these were really bad. These like team of the season ones, where it's
yeah, that's
like,
bad.
I think they missed on those.
Mm-hmm.
But where's here they are. I think these are great.
I thought they only did those with J League and K League, but I guess not.
No.
They had something. They were doing like a giveaway in Japan or something.
It was with this bank right here. If you could just pronounce that for me.
Okay, it's a young.
Don't even. Don't even. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Because can I do specific? I thought it was under cards. Huh, weird. The Sorares. I forgot about that. Where is Sunrise? Here we go.
I forgot about the Sorares too.
That's
like the Dundee. It's like the Dundee Awards from The Office.
Exactly. It's exactly how it felt. Wonder if this is too many. It shouldn't be too many. Like, I don't even know who got those Sunrise cards. I know that Kimmich has one.
I think if you guys wanted to break Sorare data, everybody would run this query that you're running right now.
Oh my God, Turkey has one?
And you love this card.
Yeah, I really like these cards.
Yeah,
I still don't know how, like, what determined who got, like, why the hell does Nicola Ravella have one?
Yeah, these are definitely the worst. Second worst to the Flowers. The best card is it was like the Liquid Magnum, Liquid Metal,
Dream.
That one, yes. I think Chani had the Musiala, and it was a sweet card.
It was like the Golden Boy. Wasn't that different, or were they all Liquid Dreams and some of them were?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
I just remember they look cool.
Let me see here. These are older ones. Yeah, these weren't the Liquid
Dream. There's a Pozuelo one.
Yeah, apparently.
Wow. Yeah, what is this?
These are Liquid Dream.
But
you're right. The Golden Boys were different.
Is that must have been the one that he had the Musiala of?
He did, yeah. Holo animated. Those never get in here? Huh, I guess not. But yeah, Musiala had one, and like Jude had one. Jude had a there was a super rare one. That was really cool.
Yeah, it's weird King Kazu got a Liquid Dream, but I'm sure they had like a vote or something, or some. They did something with it.
Liquid Dream is a terrible name. Yeah, these, right?
Yeah.
It's a cool card. A little agement. This was, what the hell is this?
There's something in the bottom right-hand corner of that thing. And then
Simon,
you're right,
they
though.
did do Ukraine cards. But yeah, I think special edition cards are awesome. And I think for the most part, they have gotten them.
I think they're awesome when they're executed properly, but we don't always see that.
Stand for Peace. That's what they were called.
It's kind of weird for Sorare to get, I don't want to say political, but like to start making cards like this was a strange one to me.
The
But I
Ukraine
guess
one?
but I guess everyone was kind of doing it.
Yes. Oh, no cards found. Oh, well. Oh, wait, because they were limited.
They were limited. Yeah, they were limited only.
See? If we never had limiteds, we'd never have the Stand for Peace cards. You guys just don't think big enough. Or something. Come on. Oh, well. No cards found. Oh, well. I think Sorare can tell us?
Probably.
How do I do this? Market? Search? No, that's not what I want. Card edition. What was it called? Peace? Something about peace? Stand for Peace?
Stand for Peace, yeah.
Yeah, no peace cards. Oh. There we go. There they are. Yeah, well.
I won't say it.
It
has nothing to do with Ukraine. It was. I'll tell you after the show.
Okay, that's fair. You have time for one more thing you hate.
And I agree with Tobias. That was kind of a lazy design. Almost as lazy as just plopping some flowers on some cards. What else do I hate?
It's okay if you don't have any more.
No, there has to be something else. We covered a lot of stuff today, but there's more, I'm sure. Give me something else that you hate, and I'm sure I'll come up with something here.
I was gonna say I had nothing. But maybe my level of hate, my definition of hate was much lower than yours, or much higher.
I always thought there was kind of a league that you hated, like I can't remember which one, but I think that it was like in like a contender league that you didn't like very much.
There's never been a league I've hated. Nope. No. There's a couple that I just don't even think about. Maybe I don't think they should even exist. I don't know.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, let's talk about leagues that we hate. Let's not do that.
No. Yeah, no. That's all I got. I don't need to like extend the hate. And if you're looking for something, like if you can't think of something that you hate, you just don't hate it. You're just trying to think of something that's bad.
No. Laird, we've been on Sorare for like 5 or 6 years. Surely there's things that over time we've forgotten about, and it's not that we don't hate them anymore. It's just we don't remember them. You know, like maybe the first scoring matrix, maybe we hated it, but it's so far in the past that we don't think of it anymore.
I hate that Cap 240 is gone.
Ooh, there you go. Do you hate that the threshold is gone?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, cap modes, I don't care. I hate, in fact, I'll put it this way. I hate that super rare threshold is gone.
Yeah.
That's the only one. The others I'm fine with being gone.
I would have loved to just take that cap 240 division and keep it, and then award out, pick whatever amount of money you want to give away, and then just we're not giving it out as thresholds. We're giving it out to the top 30 managers or whatever. That would be fun.
Yeah, just another global comp, basically.
Yeah.
Cash. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't.
They didn't.
All right. No more hate.
Oh, Mike Baston with a rare pro.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
I think that's a very hated change when
Yeah.
they got rid of rare pro.
Yeah. But I think I don't think rare pro now would be as loved. Like, I think it was all-star rare pro that everybody loved. Let me use my guys who one day will be on flower cards so I can win Mbappe. And that's what we miss. That's all. But Andy, I've got to go.
Sounds good.
Apologies for having to cut this off short after 68 minutes. But it's what we got to do. So thank you, everybody, for coming. If you could please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Shout out to Quinny. If you would like to further support the content, patreon.com/Andrew M. Laird, become a member. And yeah, fun stuff there. So yeah, Andy, hopefully we got all the hate out of us and it's all positive from now on. Hopefully. Thanks everyone for coming. Remember to go outside.
Welcome to the SorareAndrews show, where we talk fantasy football, but you never know. We'll start with the game, but we'll soon go astray.